Hi, Barrie here from barrieevans.com. How to set up custom menus in WordPress. A little tutorial for you on how to do just that, and what a custom menu actually is a custom version of this, if you like. So when you set your pages up, this area of your blog by the header with the top menu or any other menu can be customized to the pages that you actually want to be seen. If you make up things like privacy policies and terms of use, which you actually should do, you don't particularly want those showing up in your main menu. Those can be left in a footer menu that can be hidden away at the bottom of the site. If somebody wants to find it, Google will find it. If somebody else needs to find it and needs to know it, it will be on your site. It's just not in the areas that you want things to be seen. You necessarily want to see your top pages and the most important pages in your main menus, and you need to set this up, because what can happen with your menu, the more pages you add, the more this will fill up, and then you'll have double lines and it won't look the nicest. So a custom menu can help you do that. So basically what you do, you're in your dashboard in your back office of your WordPress blog. If you go to Appearance, then to Menus, when you have your blog and you've never set up a custom menu, this is what you will see basically. There's no menu name, there are no custom links, and so say we set a menu up now, so we'll call this one Main for instance, and you create the menu. Okay, now as you can see, a theme location and your primary menu, you need to set that to main, save that. Okay, so if you now save the menu and we go back to the site, refresh it, you see that it's disappeared, it's gone, because you have nothing in your main menu. Okay, now to add your pages or any categories you may want to, you come to this area here and you just literally tick the tick box, click add to menu, and your home page will show up. Now you can customize this. Now your URL, which is there, you can make a different name for the home page. So instead of saying home, you can say is my home page, and you'll see what that does. And the sample page, you can change that to maybe just. Now what that doesn't do, you can change your navigation, but it does not change the name of your page. Your page name will stay the same, but your navigation will show differently. So if we now save that menu, we go back to the site, refresh it again, and there you see, here's my home page and another page. You can edit those parts at any time. So that's where you do that. You click the down arrow and the navigation label, you can change it there. Now another thing you can do with these things, you can actually swap them around. So if you have a long list of pages, you can set them as you want them. So usually I have a home page first and then the other pages behind, but that is your choice how you want to do that. So when we save that, we go back to the site, refresh it, and you can see the things have moved, and they've just moved the other way around. Now you can make other menus and you can add things like your categories and things like that onto it, and all you do with this one is to add a menu there, and you can put your menu name in. So say we have sidebar, okay, and we create a sidebar menu. So that is now created. Now what you do then, you go in and you add your pages as you want them to appear in your sidebar menu. Now with any of these menus you can also add custom links. So say we have a custom link which goes to, I don't know whether this site exists, perhaps it doesn't, we'll put it joe.com, okay? Whether it exists or not, I'm not certain, but so we'll just put Joe's in, okay? And that should come up. When you press the add to menu button, that goes on to your sidebar menu, okay? So you save that menu, and when you want to show that menu on a sidebar, you go to the widgets, okay, and then you find custom menu. So you put your custom menu there, and it'll ask you to select your menu. So you can select your sidebar menu, save it. We go back to the site, refresh the site. You will see then there is your sidebar menu. You can do that with any menu that you want to use. When you have a footer, for instance, if you make a footer area menu where you can put all your links in, where you can put links into all your categories and to your things like your privacy policy, or contact us, or your contact page should actually be on your top menu as well, but things like privacy policy, terms of use, and other pages that you need to have but you don't necessarily need to have them in your main page areas, you put them into the footer area, and you can make a widget for that as well. It's basically the same thing. You drag the custom menu into the footer area you want, and you choose it much like the same as you did for the main sidebar. So just think of it as an extension of what you've just done, but instead of putting it in the main sidebar, you put it in one of these footer areas here, okay? So if we go back to menus, just to prove that we can add these custom links to any sidebar, okay? So we'll do the joe.com again, and then what we do, obviously you've got your menu item, and if we put Joe's Emporium in this one, just for something to say that's different, and you can see how this pops up. Save the menu, and we refresh the site again. As you can see, there's Joe's Emporium, that links to joe.com. If joe.com exists, I don't know, and I'm not going to push it to try. But that is basically how you set up a custom menu in WordPress. You can add custom links, you can add your pages, your categories, and any other pages you want to wherever you want. But what it means is you can tidy up your site and put the most important pages in the areas that you want them to be. Your main menu will show all your main pages, like your home page, and maybe pages where you have capture pages. You can put those in your main menus, but your sales pages, they won't show in any menu at all, as long as you have chosen the custom menu. Unless you put them in there physically, they will not show. So this is just a great way of being able to use whatever pages you have, and you can make as many pages as you want. If you don't put those pages into your menus, they won't show on the site, so you can keep them, more or less keep them private, as it were, without having to have them as a site where you have to sign in to be able to access these pages. I hope that's helpful. Custom menus, great tool, great for SEO as well, because you can use the footer one to get internal links to all your pages, and to and from every page back to whichever one. So it's good for SEO too. And I hope that's helpful. Barrie Evans signing off for now.